But before the landing of the plane, so a report that he was sick, but they tried to give him first aid and then try to help him. But before they land, though he get killed. So at 11 o'clock, at the same hour I should get killed, so he get killed. So I felt that was the presence of God that came that night, one day before he died, that the operation was done in my body, just to set me free. So at this present minute I'm talking to you, I have to thank God, and to thank him in front of you that is listening to me now, maybe that is watching me, just to say thank you to him. And then maybe in your life also some things similar have ever happened. But if that happened, remember to say thank you to Jesus, because Jesus set me free. He set you free too. And then I thank God many times, and I want to devote all my life to thank him. But and then one friend of mine called me from Miami and saying, hey, Father Sebastian. They used to call me Father Sebastian because I was from the church. And then they called me, she called me, she said, I call you just to give you a news. The day of the night of the death of this guy, of this priest. And then she called me, she said, I call you to give you a news. I say, what news? But my phone, this is another history. After the Hurricane Wilma, my phone was off because there is something happened to my phone. My home phone was not working. But I had 3 days since that phone was not working. And then the company I was with is a company that works for Belsalve. It is not a quick company that come right away to clear the phone, to restart the phone, to reset the phone. So it took time to restart my phone. So my phone was not working for 3 days. But that day, that lady should call me to give me the message of the death of this guy. My phone rang. What a mystery. My phone rang that night, and just to wake me up from my because I was already asleep. It was 11 o'clock. The same night the guy died. And that my friend, he was working in the hospital. She's not sleeping. And somebody called her, let her know that Father so-and-so died. And then she called me to give me the news. And I say, what? But I was just wake up from sleep. So when she called me, I pick up the phone. I say, wow, my phone is ringing. So I pick up the phone. I say, who's this? Oh, I am so-and-so. Say, okay, what's going on? Say, I call you to give you a news. What news? Oh, Father so-and-so died. I say, what? And the only word I say, I hope he get converted before he died. That's all I said. I hope that he got the time to repent. That's what I said. And then the lady hang up. And then my phone get off again. The same time. So my phone come back on just for me to get the message. At the same very night I get healed from the angels of God. So how come I should not give thanks to God and devote all my life to serve him in spirit and in truth, in holiness of life? And to tell you the truth, and then when that happened, I feel that I am delivered. I am completely healed. And then I never went back to the hospital until today. I get healed completely. The operation of the hand of the angel of God healed me. And I thank God for that. And then I keep going to church. And then because I get baptized from the Seventh-day Adventist church. And then I feel this is the church. As always, because the church observes the Sabbath. Because I know the Sabbath is the fourth commandment of God. And then it is the only sign that identifies the faithful servant of God. Because it is a sign, as God said himself, this is a sign between me and you. And then people will not understand. And then because I say only the Seventh-day Adventists observe the Sabbath, and I get baptized from this church, I say that I am in the truth. And I am happy there to be there. But until I don't know, I was before. Oh, this is the thing. Because the written books of Sister White. Oh, I know before when I get baptized from the church, I got the book. I got the tragedy in French, the tragedy des siècles, the great controversy, which is translation, la tragédie des siècles, the great controversy. I got that book. And while I was in the church before, but I was still reading Ellen G. White, and then I was advising and counseling a marriage, and then the marriage that I was counseling is from the Episcopal Church, and I say to the couple that you need not to carry, to wear like other jewelry and to put tattoos on your body, and you are Christian even though you are in the church, that Episcopal Church, but I would advise you not to wear to these things. This is like idol at the side of God. So, and the ladies told me, how come you talk like this? I know you from a Catholic Church and Episcopal Church. I say yes. I just get baptized from Seventh-day Adventist Church, and then that lady put me. He say, I know Ellen G. White. I say, what? You know Ellen G. White? And you do not follow this instruction? You do not follow the guidance? I say, no, I am not. I say, I'm sorry for you, but this is the truth. And then he say, say, I will put you in contact with somebody that know Ellen G. White better than I. And then this is the way that he put me in contact with a brother of hers, not a brother, but somebody that she knows. I'm sorry, not a brother that she knows. And then when I called this brother, he called the man, and then brother Aubert, maybe you hear of him, maybe very soon. So brother Aubert, when I called brother Aubert, she called brother Aubert to let him know that my former priest want to meet you. So he say, who is that? Say, he give my name, and they say, yeah, you can give him my number, and I can call him. I give him his number. Give me his number. So brother Aubert called me. No, I called brother Aubert. And then when I called him, so he say, Brother Guillaume, there is long time I feel the way that you are talking to me, it is for the Seventh-day Adventist. And he said that I was born in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but to tell you the truth, God sent you, God preparing you for the real church. I say, what is that? The real church. I think the Seventh-day Adventist Church is the real church. It's the remnant church. The church that keeps the truth and the commandment of God. But I did not know everything. I don't know the whole truth about the church. You say, yes, I am telling you now. And then Brother Robert start telling me about the food, about the regime vestimentaire regime and health regime, health reform, and then the Church of Reform Church. See? Reform Church in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And he said, yeah. Say, I would like to. And then the first thing he say, if God call you out of darkness, if God call you out of the Episcopal Church, out of the Roman Catholic Church, just to make you Seventh-day Adventist Church, but Seventh-day Adventist Church Reform. So we're going to test the message. We're going to test the gospel. We're going to call 2 conferences for you, just to get you through. Because you've been a minister, maybe God called you to be a minister in the Reformed Church. Say, I don't know the Reformed Church. Say, yes, it is something that I'm longing for, because because I was born in the Seventh-day Adventist Church, but the way that I see the Seventh-day Adventist Church, it is not the God way. It is not the way that Jesus wants us to live according to the gospel at the last day. And then, what I called for me, the general conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, talking about somebody that is interested to become a minister in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. And then, by the way, say, well, we are not ready to welcome nobody as a pastor or as a minister. We have no money to pay. That's from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. But whatever I say, it is not a question of money. It is a question of somebody that wants to consecrate. And that's what I told him. Consecrate, devote himself totally to the ministry. And they say, well, we call you back. But after 2 weeks, he never called back. And then the same day, I don't know how come he get the telephone number of the Reformed Church. I don't know. And then they call the Reformed Church, for the call the Reformed Church. And right away, the Reformed Church secretary somewhere in the office, I don't know from where, but in the office of the Reformed Seventh-day Adventist Reformed Church, Reformed Movement Church, after 1 or 2 days, Brother Robert told me that the Reformed Movement called him and to make an appointment just to come down here to visit, to make a visit and to meet me and to meet other brother that is longing after the Reformed Movement Church. And then this is the way I met with Brother Larry Watt, and Brother Thomas Daity, Haitian, is pastor of the church. I met him, and I met and Brother Michel, and then I met Brother Hubert, and I met, many people. Sister Ilse Dwayne, I met her also a few days after. The same day I met with Brother Larry Watt and Larry Watt, one I did not met, and Brother Michel. The same day I met him, the same afternoon I met those two brothers. So I met also Sister Ilse. And that same day when I had that meeting with Brother Larry Watt. So I asked some questions, and then he was quite clear for me, but I had some little doubt because I did not know if that is the Reformed Church is only from yesterday or today, when that started. So that was my question. When the Reformed movement from the Seventh-day Adventist Church started. And then it was important for me because I did not want to go in a Reformed church that just started and then just two people get there and then they say, okay, we have our own church. And then I doubt on that. And then when Brother Larry Watt left me, I drive with Brother Michel and Pastor Thomas to Sister Ilse, because Brother Larry Watt made the arrangement for Brother Michel to stay at Sister Ilse during home for some days, because he did not get yet all the arrangement necessary, because he just come from Santo Domingo to open the church in Santo Domingo, and that was a beautiful experience. But on the way, Brother Michel talked to me about the church.